Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Chip.
I'm Delaney.
And today we are back with our top 5 releases. What kind of makeup are you interested in? Because we got our list.
It's been a second, guys.
It has.
Because releases kind of die down as we go through seasons, and now people are trying to get that last little bit of summer. You know, Labor Day sales are going to be coming. I'm probably going to be broke as hell. I'm not going to be able to buy anything. I'm just going to watch them pass and sad about it.
Right, and be like, I'll catch you next year.
August was a big release month. I feel like all of my releases were coming here, and then the other two were like, we don't know when.
Yeah,
Sometime.
I'm waiting for Christmas. I'm wanting to see what these people are going to bring out for Christmas. All these Christmas palettes going to be releasing.
More shitty Too Faced. Got it. Just kidding. Just kidding.
You know the drill. We're going to run through our top 5 picks and we'll give you the information, pricing, where to get it, what's it all about, would we pick it up. So my number 5 is the ColourPop Rainbow Collection. And now I feel like everyone has been releasing something rainbow.
I mean, ColourPop has been doing all their monochromatic palettes, and this is kind of like the grand crescendo of like, now we're going to sell all of those shades together.
So I didn't pick up any of the 9 palette releases that they did. So I thought this would be the palette if you want all of them combined. This would be it. So this is actually a pretty big release. So they have the palette. So it's called the She's a Rainbow palette, which is $40. It comes with 24 shades and 7 of them are new. You have a mixture of mattes, metallics, and pressed glitters. I really like ColourPop's pressed shadow formula. I somewhat liked their Super Shock when I first was introduced to ColourPop. They were okay, and I had a lot of them, but they dry so quickly, and I didn't know that at the time. So honestly, it came to the point where I had to toss all of them because I couldn't use them. They were dry. But their pressed shadows are much better. What do you think of their pressed shadows?
Agreed. The Super Shock deterred me for a very long time. Beauty News actually did a video maybe a month or so back now, where they took a bunch of the Super Shocks and they tried different mixing mediums to see if they could rejuvenate them. And I think the Inglow Duraline was the best that they had. But again, that one's a waterproof, so like it does dry out after time. So you would have to keep adding that mixing medium on there. And I mean, Duraline is relatively affordable, but
it's just a lot of work.
That's a lot of work just to rejuvenate a $5 Super Shock shadow. And that's what they talked about. They're like, well, would you really want to like waste all of that product to do that? So I like the 9 pants. I've been buying all the monochromatic 9 pants. I only have yet to get the orange one. So
also in the release, they have the Heads in the Cloud Rainbow Face Milk Set, which is $35.
Put that milk on my face. And they're all based off of a different like flavor, I guess, so they can color them. I just like face milks. They're always so nice. Like milk cleansers, beautiful. They're so creamy and like they don't dry out my skin. So
yeah, I think the name of it really got me. I was like, what?
Milk.
There's also the Color Me Happy Mascara Bundle, $38. Now, I didn't pick up any of their first color mascara releases. I don't know. I was just like, unless you're like super close to my eye, are you really going to see like blue mascara?
The magenta
it's, like,
one,
super pigmented,
or the pink one was the only one that really kind of drew my eye. But even then, I'm like, I don't like the formula for their mascaras. So bye.
And then they have the Overchromatic BFF Cream Gel Liner Set, $20. Their gel liners are pretty bomb. And then they have the Mad About Hue Brush Bundle, $20. I haven't purchased a ColourPop brush set, but I have heard good things about them. They're not like mind-blowing, but they do the job just fine. As a whole collection, there are a few pieces that I'm interested, like the palette I'd be interested in, the face milk set, and the gel liner is what I would probably pick out from that. It's available if you were interested.
I think I would only pick out the face milk just because all of the cream gel liners, they're not new. They've been there. I mean, it's a cute collection. Is it kind of late in the game for Rainbow? In a general sense for the rest of the beauty industry? Yes. Okay, so let's talk about my number 5. So this is one of the 2 releases that I'm going to talk about today that I barely have any information on. They've just been sneak peeked on Trend Mood. The first one is going to be the Fenty Beauty Face Duos for blush. So I like that they do the face duos. Do I always think that I want both colors in them? Probably not. But for the most part, you never really have those opportunities to get those in single shades. So I am interested because I know a lot of people liked the bronzers. There's no price at this time. It is possibly going to be released sometime in September, so I'm interested to see those. Obviously, it's Fenty. They're going to have shade options on point, but when it's a blush duo, like sometimes when I'm doing blush, I want to have a really dark shade and then a really light shade. So if both of them are really complementary to my skin tone, but they're not super different from each other, I don't know if I'd pick them, but like it was still interesting to me, so I would definitely be something I would see and swatch in store to kind of check out.
Feel it out. So number 4 is the Touch of Glam Beauty. Owner is Amy, and she has released a mega dimensional chrome bundle. This is massive, you guys, like massive. So it has 17 shades in this. Now, good thing, before we even keep going, you can buy these separately or you can buy the bundle. Keep that in mind, because when I first saw it, I was like, huh? And then I was like, oh, thank God, I can get whatever shade I like separately. So they're 26 millimeter pressed pans, pretty decent size. You get 1.6 grams in each. Now, as a whole, the price is I don't know what to say, but the whole bundle is $250.
To preference that, anything that's a multi-chrome is going to be automatically more expensive because of the micas that you have to have in order to make all of those reflex. So multi-chromes are always in general going to be more expensive. Yeah,
and they are handmade. She makes everything by herself. Okay, so let's go over what is in this bundle. Okay, so like I said, they're mega dimensionals. So these are extreme pigments with opaque shifting. You get 6 multi-chromes and 11 multi-shifter eyeshadows. Also within the bundle, there are 3 soft iridescent shades. You can also use theirs as highlighters, so that's also nice. They're vegan, cruelty-free, talc-free, and paraben-free if you are interested in that. So I do have her Vivid bundle, and I have been using them more often recently. Super pigmented, really nice.
All her stuff is really good.
It really is. And she's super sweet also, so.
Yeah, sometimes Etsy only brands kind of freak me out because I feel like if I'm going to an actual website, sometimes there's more information from like indie brands versus like on Etsy. Sometimes they can get away with like not listing all their ingredients.
Please do research before you buy makeup.
Yeah.
Do your research, yeah.
Always make sure.
Yeah.
Number 4 is the Jeffree Star and Morphe collab part 2. Now, I don't know about you guys, but for the most part, like the way that the PR has been done for this is kind of weird. Like I'm not getting the split face where like they have him as an actual guy and then as a female Jeffree. Like I
don't get it with this palette. It didn't work.
When I was gathering information for it, just to give you guys the breakdown of it, it's $35. That he now has an affiliate code with them. It's JStar. It can save you 10%. So if you don't want to use anyone else's, but you love Jeffree Star, now he has a code. So I believe he mentioned on his release video of this that he's actually going to be donating anything he gets from that affiliate code to charities. So
that's awesome.
That's nice. I mean, you know, Jeffree Star, like how much more money do you
right? But he donates. Like he does give back, which is really nice.
That got released on the 13th. We're filming this on the 17th, so it's already been out for a few days. It's limit 2 per order, so if you're interested, you know, you're only going to be able to get 2 per order. But, you know, some places they limit it per your email, so, you know, that's kind of annoying. It's got 30 shades that include matte shimmers, and I believe in his release video he said that some were pressed glitter, so I don't know. Morphe's website was very conflicting into what was actually said on his video, so it's kind of odd. And then I was on Morphe's website looking to see if this was vegan, because, you know, Jeffree Star is all vegan. All of his stuff is vegan. So on his video release, it says that it's going to be cruelty-free and vegan, but on Morphe's website, it makes no mention on whether or not it is vegan. You know, as a general sense, Morphe is cruelty-free, but
it doesn't give that
information. It doesn't list it on the actual link itself, so that's interesting. I don't know about the color scheme. Since I don't owe blood sugar, it seems kind of interesting to me, but I believe that this is Morphe's formula, so like, I don't really like it.
I'm not like, the teasers got me because I was like, oh my gosh, something big is coming, like, and then we saw the picture and I was like, what? Like, it's just, that's what happened.
I still don't understand the weird green and pink that's going on, because like there's a green and a teal in this palette, but the majority of them are nudes and pinks and reds. I'm like, top 3 rows, blood sugar, but more basic. 3rd row, like that's where he has the specialty shades where that pressed glitter is supposed to be, which I mean looks stunning when it was swatched, but I think honestly it's more of a metallic than a glitter. And then bottom row, like that's where the teal and the green is, and I'm like, If you guys are interested, the rest of the collection includes his Starberry spray, which is probably the only thing I would pick up. But the palette was interesting enough that I wanted to talk about it. The brush set is getting re-released. It's getting re-promoted. They also are re-promoting the sponge set as well, which I mean, like...
and the brushes are different handles. They're not the, like,
they're not the original
pink. They're just plain, like, pink. I'm glad that the brush set at least has more brushes in it. You can do a lot more with it.
True.
The first release, I was kind of like, I want more brushes. Like, for the price point, I want more brushes. But at least here you get a good handful. If you did pick up the palette, please let us know down below how you like it, how it's performing for you, because it looks interesting. I was just really, like,
for
underwhelmed.
my collection, it doesn't make sense. So I can understand from Jeffree's point of view that he's like, well, yeah, I'll do a collab with Morphe because, like, I love them and I'm in all their stores. But at the same time, like, I'm not going to give them all my good shades. Let's hear about your number 3.
Number 3. Okay, we are going to Makeup Revolution. Now, I have seen this on Instagram a couple of times, and I've seen people use it, and it just looks so good on their skin. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna see what's new. This is a concealer and a foundation. Yes, they are on the train. I feel like everyone and their mamas are bringing out some type of foundation concealer set. It's a sheer texture with a hydrating formula and infused with hyaluronic acid, which helps hydrate the skin. It's a medium to full coverage, so it's a buildable, which is good. So you can either keep it more on the sheer side or make it very full coverage. Vegan, cruelty-free, and the foundation comes with a pump. Like, I really like the Tarte Face Tape foundation because it pushes it up.
Same with the Urban Decay. Their All-Nighter does that too. Which, I mean, like, is that really so much worse for you to use that across your board? I don't feel like it is.
Put it in everything.
Sounds like a dewy finish. Like, I'd be interested to try that at the end of summer. When I'm still sweating at the hottest part. It's August.
Yeah, we're getting in there. I just was like, okay, I've never tried anything Makeup Revolution, but I think this is one that I'm actually going to purchase because I really do want to give it a shot.
It's 50 Shades. Maybe you can find something. So my number 3, and this one I kind of just threw in for fun because, like, I don't know if I'd pick it up, but I don't own anything, and it's SUGARPILL. It's the fun size palette. It's $28. It is significantly smaller because obviously it is fun size. I don't know if I could justify $28, but that's pretty much the going rate for something like SUGARPILL. I mean, if Lime Crime released the same thing, it would be $28 as well. They are cruelty-free. It's 9 pressed pigments, and it does include a mirror in it. It's a really cute little outer packaging with a cat. You know, essentially looks like the ColourPop Rainbow collection that we just talked about as far as the swatches. And it's kind of like gamer themed, so you know that's cute if you are a nerd.
I went on their website, and it has like play now. And you click it.
I mean, considering all the little like game collabs, like the Tetris one that just came out and the Pac-Man, like I get it. This is their take on it. This would probably be like a palette that I'd pick up just to try SUGARPILL's formula because I don't own anything from SUGARPILL. The palette size, like I said, is small, but just to kind of give you an idea of how small it is, each of the pans are 0.8 grams versus, you know, their Pro palette pan size, those are 3 to 3.5 grams.
Wow.
So significantly small.
Yeah.
Someone sent it to me to look at it. I hadn't quite really taken a gander at it, and it was next to someone's hand, and I was like, that is extremely small, like extremely small. If you like this, you know, theme and these colors, I mean, the colors are pretty. They're definitely scream SUGARPILL to me. At least they don't have any duplicate colors, really. All of the colors are very different. This one is limit 4 per customer, so you know, if you want to get your full fill, you can only get up to 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's my number 3.
And moving to my number 2, we're going into Lime Crime. So they have a palette that I thought was just so pretty. So this one over here has a lot of Lime Crime Venus palettes, and I've been like staring at them. And so when I saw this on Instagram, I was like, oh my god! Again, it's another like rainbowy themed palette. This is what the industry is doing, peeps. They're giving us all the rainbows we can eat up.
Why does it have 2 yellows in it? Oh my god, I'm sorry. I just not really looked at it.
So it's the first time she's like,
sorry, let's hear about it.
So it is $38. It's a retro neon packaging. I'm not like 100% feeling the outer packaging, but it does fit the brand as a whole. So it's not like standing out. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I can deal with it. It has 8 shades with 4 finishes. You get mattes, foils, metallics, and shimmers. cruelty-free and vegan.
When I saw the outside packaging, I hadn't seen the inside yet. I was like, oh, okay, this looks cool. I expected to have neons in it. This one makes me just as mad as the rainbow palette that Tarte released that didn't have a green but had a teal and a blue in it. I'm like, so, like, for the most part, their Venus palettes are all very nude-based. Like, they, you know, are very easily blended into the skin. They definitely cater to, like, medium to light skin tones. I definitely don't see them in deeper to really deep tones working whatsoever for the majority of the palette, which is annoying as fuck. But also, like, this one, it looks so pigmented that I'm like, that's a lie.
No.
It's not going to be that pigmented. At least that's how I feel. Because
Ulta sells them now, so I'm gonna wait and
swatch and
see. We'll just go in store, do a little swatch. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is from M Cosmetics, and I've been working on them for a long time, but this is something that I wanted to talk about specifically because I think that the idea of the actual product development is really interesting. So it's a 10 palette. It's going to be released on the 19th, so by the time you're seeing this video, it's already been released. It's a Butterfly Love palette, and it is going to be $41.60 USD or $55 Canadian. It's 8 heart-shaped palettes, and they're placed in resin inside the tin. And I thought that was so cool because it's like glitter. It's beautiful.
That's real pretty.
Yeah, but
I like the packaging. It's cute.
$41 for 6 shades. I'm like,
I mean, if they're high performing.
Well, the theme is based off, you know, the colors that you would see on butterflies. Obviously, 2 of the shades can be used as textured toppers or alone. It is cruelty-free and vegan, so I mean, like, that's pretty standard for most of the indie brands that I follow. The color story for me is pretty. I just love that they put it in resin, and that's probably what's also contributing to the price, because even though resin in bulk is cheap, doing that is not cheap. So, like, you know,
takes time. Yeah. But definitely fall vibe. That would be a good fall palette.
I just thought it was really cool because it's dipped in resin.
Right.
Will I pick it up? Let's hear about your number 1.
All right, number 1 for me. So like we said, foundations are coming out. We were sitting back one day and we're like, we haven't done a foundation review in a hot minute. What are we interested in? And it was really between ABH and Urban Decay, and we settled on Urban Decay. We really have loved Urban Decay in the past with their all-nighter foundation. Now they're coming out with a new foundation and concealer. This is the Stay Naked Weightless Foundation. It is $39. So the foundation, it's vegan, it's buildable. You have medium to full coverage, and it has a matte finish, and it says it lasts for 24 hours. Are we gonna do a 24-hour wear test?
I don't know when I'll be able to fit 24 hours into wear.
It would have to be a weekend.
The only thing that kind of gets me about it is how we just talked about how the Tarte and the Urban Decay all-nighter has that push-up with it, so you get all of your product. This one is just a glass case, which I get it, make it look luxurious, but like, that packaging worked for a reason. Stop. Don't change it.
It did.
But I'm excited to try this.
50 shades available.
You should be good.
I should be. So it says waterproof, long wearing. You can use on all skin types, which I feel like everyone puts all skin types.
Matte finish, of course.
And it does come with the sister concealer. I am gonna pick up the concealer. I have been loving my Tarte Shape Tape, but I'm ready to give something else a try. So we will do the Naked Concealer, and same drill, 24 hour. So this is a matte finish concealer, which is nice, and the coverage is full, which I am all about. So I really hope that it doesn't.
I'm ready to do a foundation review. That was our first video with the Morphe. And we still both
love
them.
Remember that? I know.
We'll link it up in the eye if you want to watch us be trash for first video ever.
We were still filling it out. And then with the concealer, though, you get 25 shades. Now with concealers, I haven't had a problem finding a shade. It's just how light I'm willing to get. So that is my number 1, Urban Decay. We are coming for you, and we are going to try this foundation concealer.
Okay, so number 1, which I thought, these were, like, when I was picking out these releases, I was like, what was I more interested in, but I'm probably not still going to purchase, because I'm kind of, like, on a forced low buy right now, which is unfortunate, but, you know, girls on a budget. This is the other release that's been teased by Trend Mood on behalf of Juvia's Place. They're going to be coming out with Contour 6. to accompany their new face foundation leave. And ever since like everything's kind of been happening with Juvia's Place, getting into calling out Black influencers.
And then all of them are popping up. Have you noticed that?
Yes. Yes, exactly. All of a sudden.
Oh,
I have kind of avoided using my Juvia's Place products, like my eyeshadows and my foundation, just because like, I don't know if I'm ready to support it yet. Plus the CEO seems kind of crazy. I mean, different cultural changes, but the contour sticks look very interesting because I love using my ones from Fenty, but I would like to try something else that is just as pigmented and easily blendable, plus matches a foundation that I already have.
Right.
They look interesting. They're going to be big and orange, just like everything else is for their packaging. There's no date for release or pricing, so once we have that information available, I will put it down in the description box as I normally am doing with our release videos.
I don't know. I don't use sticks. I don't contour.
I mean, I guess you could probably use it for all face foundation, but God, you look cakey. Bake me a cake, Chip.
A real cake, yes. But not on my face.
Oh my God. Face cakes only.
Oh my gosh. I'll draw you one like the fire.
Oh.
All right, well, that completes our releases from our 5th to our 1st, and we really hope that you enjoy this video. What are you excited about that is releasing? What do you want us to check out? Let us know down in the comments, and please don't forget to check out our Instagram and Facebook, and also on here. Everything is the same, sugar and spice _makeup, and yeah, we will see you guys in our next video. Bye. Bye.